Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing well. Today we're going to be talking about the disappearance of Thomas Gibson. If I pronounce anything wrong, I do apologize. On the morning of March 18th, 1991, Larry Gibson, a sheriff's deputy of Douglas County, Oregon, prepared to leave for a jog at approximately 12:30 a.m. from his home in Azalea. Larry claimed that before leaving the property, he attempted to shoot a stray cat, but missed it. His son Thomas, aged 2, was playing in the yard of the home at the time, according to Larry. He resumed his jog and was gone from the family's home for approximately 45 minutes. Upon returning, he discovered his son was missing. Shortly after realizing Thomas was missing, Larry and his wife Judith phoned police. Larry was notified not to report for duty that day, though there were accounts of him having left the family's property in uniform for approximately 25 minutes during the initial search. According to Larry, his 4-year-old daughter Karen claimed to have witnessed an unidentified couple pull into the family's driveway and abduct Thomas, and that he wanted to search a nearby rest area for any sign of Thomas or the couple. Per the witness description, the unidentified couple consisted of a blonde white woman and a dark-haired white man, driving an older model gold or tan truck. Though Larry's patrol car was not initially searched, it was subsequently discovered that its odometer had registered 7 miles that were unaccounted for on the day of Thomas's disappearance. Larry explained that the unaccounted miles were registered when he drove to the nearby rest area, searching for Thomas. Within the first 6 weeks of the investigation, Larry became the prime suspect in his son's disappearance. In 1992, Larry resigned from his position as the Douglas County Sheriff's deputy, and he and wife Judy relocated to Avon, Montana, after giving birth to another child, a daughter named Lisa. However, the couple separated in 1993 and Judy returned with the children to Oregon. Larry remained in Montana, where he worked as an insurance agent in Townsend. Gibson was arrested in Townsend, Montana on April 14, 1994, charged with second-degree murder in Thomas's death. He was arrested after the eldest Gibson daughter, Karen, aged 4 at the time of Thomas's disappearance, told investigators that she witnessed her father beat Thomas before placing him inside his patrol car on the day of his disappearance. According to prosecutors, Larry had also made inconsistent statements regarding Thomas's disappearance. He was extradited to Oregon later that month, pending trial. Larry's trial commenced on January 18, 1995. In late February, his half-sister Debbie Kalick provided testimony against him, stating that after Thomas went missing, she had received a frantic phone call from Larry in which he confessed to killing Thomas and telling her he may need money to post bail after his arrest. Debbie subsequently claimed that when Karen and her mother Judy stayed with her at her home in Iowa, after the disappearance, she made a comment regarding being frightened about her father putting her in a big hole like he had Thomas. During this same day, Judy alleged that Karen first told her that she had witnessed Larry beating Thomas outside on the day he disappeared. Karen was the prosecution's star witness in the case and testified against her father over the course of the 6-week trial. The defense suggested that Karen had been influenced to adopt the storyline that her father had beaten and killed Thomas by her mother. Court documents prepared by the district attorney presented the series of events. Larry left the family's residence in Azalea at approximately 12:30 a.m. to go for a jog. Thomas followed after his father, who instructed him to wait for his sister to come out of the house. Spotting a cat nearby, Larry purportedly used a pistol to kill it, assuming it to be a stray. When Thomas curiously approached the dead cat, Larry angrily picked him up and carried him into the family's carport, where he proceeded to slap the child in the face multiple times. After realizing that Karen had observed Larry hitting Thomas from the window, he placed Thomas in his patrol car and drove it behind a woodpile on the property, where he placed the child's body in a plastic bag and hid it in the trunk of his vehicle. It was theorized by investigators that after volunteer searchers began looking for Thomas, Larry took the child's body and disposed of it in an area known as Swamp Creek, though his remains were not recovered. Karen claimed that her father threatened her against telling authorities what she had witnessed and felt unsafe to do so until her mother separated from him and they relocated back to Oregon in 1994. In March 1995, Larry Gibson was convicted of the manslaughter of Thomas, though he proclaimed innocence throughout and after the trial. His conviction called for 15 to 18 months imprisonment, of which he had served 12 while in police custody, leading up to and during his trial. He was released from prison in 1996. Thomas's disappearance was profiled in 2 episodes of the NBC documentary series Unsolved Mysteries. His photograph was also displayed among several other missing children in the music video for the song Runaway Train by Soul Asylum. He is the youngest child featured in the video. The video featured 36 missing children, and 24 of them were later found. Following Larry's release from prison, he started webpage circa 2001 regarding Thomas's disappearance, asking the public for help in recovering his son. He still lives in Montana and plays in a band. According to their Facebook profile, Judy and Karen Gibson both live in North Carolina. Karen is now in her 30s and married. As of 2022, Thomas's whereabouts are still unknown. If you have any information on the disappearance of Thomas Gibson, please contact Oregon State Police Missing Persons Unit at 1-541-776-6114 or National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-843-5678. Thank you for listening. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing and liking my channel, and I will see you on the next one.